Ascender Systems, and we have George and Ethan, father and son. Give them a round of applause.
So just for you to know, Ethan, that one goes in and out. So if it, I'm saying it might go out.
Yeah.
Just so that you know.
When disaster strikes, emergency services. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is George Muniz.
And I'm Ethan Muniz, and we are the co-founders of Ascender Systems.
When disaster strikes, emergency services must first establish good communication, maintain security, and establish area lighting. If they do not establish these three things, aid will not be rendered. Unfortunately, this can take upwards of weeks, sometimes months, to get established, but it doesn't have to take that long. Take a look at post-hurricane, flooding, earthquake, war-torn countries, and we have a tsunami right over there on the bottom. What is common amongst all these photographs? Vertical pipes, poles, and columns that are undamaged.
Thankfully, our Ascender systems can greatly reduce this time by ascending to the top of those vertical structures, like an elevator, and locking our selected leave-behind in place.
Each of these leave-behinds is equipped with either a communication module, a security module, or a lighting module.
Our prototype is fully functional with capability to climb various shaped poles, and it's easily installable in less than 10 minutes. You only need one person and 2 suitcases to install our system.
But Ethan, how do we beat the competition?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's cheaper, it's a lot faster, easily deployable, and customizable.
The market for emergency services is $14.5 billion, mostly held by FEMA. Worldwide, we're talking about $121 billion. We segmented out just the communication segments at 12% CAGR, at $700 million, but we believe we can capture $71 million by year 5.
Well, Dad, how do we even get into FEMA?
I'm glad you asked. We are certified, both Ethan and I are certified federal contractors. We're a Delaware C corporation. We now have a full patent on the entire system. I want to be clear, it's a full patent on the climber and the leave-behind system. We're going to continue working to 2024 with our manufacturability company, Simplexity, local in San Diego. We're working with San Diego Gas and Electric and San Diego Police Department to penetrate into them, which will then allow us, with a proven track record, to get into FEMA. We take a dip in year 1 and year 2 while our productions come online, but once we exceed 2,000, we start to skyrocket. Our use of funds, our ask is $1.5 million and a 2-year convertible note at 20% discount, where over 30% is used just for sales and marketing, and then the bottom 30% is used for research and development and final design patents.
My dad is a senior program manager at Northrop Grumman, leading teams of engineers every single day like it's nothing, on projects such as innovation, design, research, and development.
And my son Ethan over here is the named inventor and designer of this entire system. We have been working with our chief engineer, Jacob, along with his team of engineers below him on improving this system for the past 10 months now. We have a very strong team in the legal sector, marketing. We have an automation and machine learning sector local in San Diego, and our manufacturability team
Excuse my voice. Yes. So well done. A great presentation. We saw you pitch last year,
yes.
Right? So welcome back. What are some of the really salient updates from last year?
So right now we've been working with, like I said, the Office of Emergency Services, but we've also been working with San Diego Police Department. Their use case, while I showed you about emergency services, their use case is a little different. They're looking at red light cameras, and they're also looking at no-knock warrants before they enter to provide overwatch capability. It's very different from drones. If you're looking at drones, you have to have an on-station time, and you have to have somebody controlling it. This does not have those limitations, so those are the 2 trackers.
So is FEMA and Associated your only potential customer?
Absolutely not. And boy, am I glad! I'm glad that you asked. Let me see if I can get over there. No. So as far as for the Department of Forestry, they're looking for fire detection with satellite uplink. As far as for thermal protection, we're looking at Department of Homeland Security. For border security, there's Geiger counters. When you look at Fukushima, for example, in Japan, now you don't have to send somebody in there. You can remote raise one of these Geiger counters and make measurements. On and on and on and on. These are the respective market sets, and yes, we can also decorate palm trees for the holidays.
Can you talk about your go-to-market strategy?
So our go-to-market strategy is going to be first locally with San Diego PD and San Diego Gas and Electric. Interestingly, though, San Diego Gas and Electric has a different use set where you're going to climb to the top and then it's going to turn on and off dip switches electrically. So now you don't have to have somebody in a Bambi bucket or somebody risking themselves climbing up onto the pole and column. Once we penetrate those, then, and as a certified federal contractor, then we can get those big contracts with FEMA.
I'm just asking for another question, peoples. Help me out here. No, but I do have another one. Oh yeah, product roadmap. Like any other like developments of the product, the invention. Well, you have the one that you were talking about the cases. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, okay, so as far as second generation, we are looking at substantial weight lightning so that we could use it for alternate use cases. We can also turn the tires around, and then you can enter inside of pipes, you can enter inside of caverns, or you can do that those personnel recoveries for people that got lost in mines. So there are other use cases beyond just climbing things as well.
What about the competitors that we had a quick?
So from the competition landscape, we saw two big ones. One of which is used in San Diego is Starcom, and Starcom is I'll be honest, okay, it's a little bit comical because when you're in an earthquake-prone area and the bridges get knocked down, the roads get knocked down, how are you going to get Starcom in there? Well, guess what? Our system, you can airlift, you can airdrop, and it's like I said, it's ruggedized so it can survive those kind of impacts and then be installed by somebody local in the area.
Perfect. We are all out of time. Great job.